What's going on, guys? Hurricane here. Today we will be spectating Corsair. They're in a T-34-57, battle rating 4.7, rank 3. Their team consists of Germany and Russia, and they're playing against USA, Great Britain, Japan, Italy, France, and Sweden. And they're playing domination in the fire arc. These videos are to help you guys out by providing a hindsight point of view. Hopefully this shows you what works and what doesn't work. So, alas, Corsair, he is pushing out into the far right flanks. We are taking off the markers so that we can see what they see. And there is nothing in front of them as far as we can tell. Nope, a lot of people are going straight towards the middle. He is pushing far right into the flank, into this bottom half corner. And once you're on the opposite side of this little hill, you're essentially covered just because of the angle of the hill. It doesn't seem like anyone else from the other team is coming up at all. But it looks like he is starting to look into to see what's available to him from the sides. And he sees one person right there that just gets up on the bottom of the hill. Now, at this low of a BR, it is going to be very difficult to be able to determine those distances. You have to be really good at your distance shots. Oh, gets a heady on that one. Takes out the cannon breach as well as one other person. Knocks out another crew member or another team, or another tank essentially. Takes a shot on a third tank on a Chi-Ri. He's moving backwards. He's trying to avoid him from being able to let him go back. And now he does a reverse. Well, his teammate's right here behind him in the same type of tank, the 234-57. Pavel 2909, and looking to see it looks like his buddy is taking shots from somebody else. Chi 2 right in front of him. He looks to take that shot, and the Chi 2 does not know where he is at. It looks like his buddy is still alive, but definitely damaged from somebody else. And it looks like the other vehicles, his teammate's still alive. He's got that selenium on him. He's still taking them shots. He's still able to repair, or at least attempt to repair. Breda 501 is over there, and a couple other vehicles. Now somebody's taking shots on him, however. M4A1 and M36. You got to be careful with those. Or actually, no, they're pretty good distance. And this is the issue with these long distances is you definitely gotta have to calculate how far they are and have to be able to sit and pretty while they be able to make those accurate shots. It's very difficult at these distances and at this BR. Unfortunate for him, it does look like the M36 was able to take him out. What's going on, guys? Hurricane here. Just wanted to take a quick break from the video. I appreciate you guys subscribing and watching these videos, liking and commenting as well. My goal is to improve the video quality from 1080p to all the way to 4K. I want to be able to justify getting better equipment, so I am reaching 1,000 subscribers. If you guys are able to help me out with that, subscribing if you can, sharing it with your friends, and commenting and liking. All these videos are free. I don't charge for anything, and I don't charge for you able to spectate your video to post it on here and give you guys also some shout outs as well. So everything is appreciated, and back to the game. And Corsair decides to come back in a plane, the I-185 M71. Now, I've never played this plane before, but I am looking to possibly get it. I'm starting to kind of jump into the Russian tech tree. I'm about halfway through the German, but Russia will be after the German next. But I think right now with the battle pass, you do need to start playing with Russian tanks, and I am not at a high enough BR to be able to get it or get the little task or whatever for the battle pass. But it does look like he is looking down, and this is essentially what you're gonna see as a plane. However, and this is like it's not really much sighting. You're not gonna be able to have the be able to ping people or like mark them as you would in air RB. He does get that good drop, beautiful drop right in front of a tank. Drops both of his bombs right onto that T14, and beautiful drop on that one. Absolutely outstanding. Does a full. Oh, he is fighting someone right now. Unfortunate for him. Gets sniped. Gets absolutely sniped by that other plane that was in the air. I think it was a B-239 that was up in the air that did snipe him. Beautiful shot by him. Corsair does come back in an SU-6 with no bombs whatsoever, but it looks like he does have a cannon. And let's see what's available to him. A lot is available to him, and that B239 and KI43 is still up in the air. However, it does look like he has 1, 2, 3 teammates up in the air as well. Two Yak 9s, which are very dangerous. So that will be in his favor. And again, he might be looking to just do attacks at this point. And this is kind of the cool and fun part about being playing in ground RB is you don't get to like tag people with your I don't even know what to call it, like Markham or whatever. There's that B239. Yeah, he definitely went for revenge. Corsair definitely went for revenge on that B239. He said, "Sir, I'm getting you today," and that's exactly what he did. Comes down on M4A176, takes a couple shots, takes out his engine, but isn't able to do anything else on that one, just because he was kind of a little slideshow. There's that Yak 9 finishing off that M4. Now it looks like he's probably going to be able to push onto that Bretta. But this is kind of a tough part with if half your team goes into planes, is if you're basically your team starts to lose everything that actually matters, which in this beautiful shot. I had to stop my thought right there because that was just an absolute beautiful shot right there by Corsair. But like I was saying, your team does start to lose essentially the whole ground, which is the point of a ground RB game. You want to take over the ground. You want to dominate the ground, and it looks like half his team is already gone. And 5 planes in the air, 1 tank. This is the bad thing about CAS. I think CAS should be limited to 2 or 4 max planes in the air, because then this happens. I mean, it is kind of like everybody wants to be CAS, everybody wants to be up in the air because it is OP. But this is what happens between when you get 5 CAS planes and no tanks on the floor at all. This is what happens. You lose your match, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Because yes, they are in the air. Yes, they're able to take out tanks one by one. But once the other team starts to come in with AAs, that was a ricochet on the M42. Once your team starts to come in with AAs, those planes get taken out, and you're not capping or even decapping anybody anymore. M4A276, and he completely crashes into a tree and gets shot by the Sturv 74, but he's lost the game. Unfortunate for him. That's kind of what happens. Like I said, you can have a great cast game, but if no one on your team is pushing on the ground, you're not gonna do anything about it. They do have one. Corsair is gone along with his buddy Pavel 2909, but I mean, this is what happens at the end of the match. You basically just start getting clapped by the other team, by their ground team, because there's not much you're able to do from the air in regards to capping or decapping. I'm not gonna go, and here's that Yak 9K. See how low he goes. Pretty low, pretty good. Oh, he is fighting someone else actually. However, it looks like a key 46, KI 46. If I'm reading the right side wrong, yep. KI key cool 46. Not gonna be able to get the turn radius on that one, but there's a B-17 up in the air. So this game is over. What did you learn? Did you learn anything? What I've seen that can be improved is know your tank limits, know your BR limits, especially in the long range matches. He did get a lot of shots off, and that's great, and was able to do a lot of some damage to the tanks. But at the end of the day, he wasn't able to really capitalize on taking out these tanks because of how far he was, and then how many tanks on the team were actually in front of him. I would say on this map, it'd be nice to flank it. That's great, but maybe wait a little bit longer, push a little bit further, get to the back of them, do a full flank around them. That way you're not essentially facing the whole team, and not only that, pissing everybody off while you're at it, because he was just going shot for shot for shot, tank by tank by tank, without taking out one tank. They all start to realize you're there, and then you basically just woke up the hornet's nest. Like and comment your tips and suggestions. Subscribe if you want to see more spectating videos. If you want me to spectate your video, send me your username and the session ID for the replay you want me to spectate. Otherwise, I will spectate a random video. Have a good one.